Let's go to Matt. He's a Spurs fan. All right, Matty?
All right, Matt.
Hello, boys.
All right, Matt. What's going on, mate?
Well, mate, I heard you lot earlier on with that other Spurs fan saying you don't believe that a change at the top will be any different. What makes you say that, Cundy and O'Hara? You both said it.
Because you're just Spurs, Matty boy.
No, don't talk to me about that, mate.
No,
Come on.
no, but it's true, though,
Tell
Matt.
me why it wouldn't change. Tell me why it won't change.
Because
Just who we are, mate.
Well, making a change at the top ain't going to instantly change the results on the pitch. It doesn't work like that. It takes time to get a new mentality and a new infrastructure. Things are different. Daniel Levy ain't the manager, is he?
Jamie, honestly, mate, and the thing is, you're an ex-pro and you're talking like this. So you're telling me right now that by changing the owners, I'm not saying to you that we're going to change the owners and then go and win the league at the end of the season. What are we saying?
I don't know.
Go on, mate, you tell us.
You tell me.
Well, right, so if we change the owners, then we start a process. You know, you like that word, didn't you? Project, time, that's what you do. You start the process. The process means getting rid of every single deadwood in the football club, behind the scenes, as well as the playing staff. Get rid of them slowly and start the rebuild.
No, but Matt, you Spurs you fans are you're part of the problem, though, Matt. You lot are part.
Don't even go there.
No, you are. You're part of the problem.
Cundy,
No, you are.
don't wind me up.
No, you are.
Why the problem?
No, I tell you why, because you put up with it, you give it all the big one where you win a couple of games, you think you're going to go and win the Champions League, you think you're going to win the FA Cup, you think you're going to... No, you do, Matt. No, you're part of the problem, Matt.
Do you know who you're talking to, fella?
No, you're part of the problem, Matt.
When have you heard me brag about winning with the pony
No,
players?
you fans, I said, not you. I said, you fans, you're part of them. You're part of the problem.
Don't put me in that. Don't put me in that. I told you from way back when that the problem at my football club are the fans. Because those fans should be getting the owner out of our football club. Because every single week they come down and then what do? Oh, Ange ain't got a clue. Oh, Ange ain't got a plan B. Mate, when you've got players of that level, what do you expect? Son is your captain. You're getting 150 grand a week. What do you want?
I still think Spurs fans are part of the problem, Matt. You give it the big and you win it. No, you are. Yeah, take some responsibility. No, you got to take some responsibility for them.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Cundy, let me tell you, I would happily go on that football field and start telling them fans, you've got to back the calls to get them out, because that's the only way we're going to get our football club back. But what do you expect? Honestly, what do you expect? Up north, they're doing that. So the time has come that people back the calls on the 22nd. The boys are going to be out. They want backing. They want the backing to have the process of forcing these owners to leave, because you're not going to get the football club back. Because if you look, we're going to go to Southampton on Sunday. Can you win? Jamie?
But Matt, can I ask you this, right? I get what you're saying, right? And I do. And I hear about these protests and things like that, and I understand people want a voice and they're not happy with Daniel Levy. But it's quite hard to get the backing of getting these owners out when you're a Spurs fan and you turn up to the best stadium in the world every week.
No. Do you know what I hear from Spurs fans on match day? They go to me, do you know what? I get out the house. It's a day out for me. This is all I hear. And I think, Cundy, is it you doing this? Because it ain't O'Hara.
No, got nothing to do with it, Matt.
Well, what's with the music background?
It's the tech up, mate. We can't control them behind the glass.
Turn up a little bit, just a little bit. Turn up a little
But do you know what I mean, Matt? Do you know what I mean? Like, can you hear what I'm saying? Like, it's quite hard when you go down there. Like, we all want to win football matches, and I get it. I get it. And you want to see, a Todd Bowley come in and spend £1 billion. I get it.
Okay.
But how can you get behind a protest saying we want our club back when you've got one of the best training grounds in the world and the best stadium in the world?
Mate. Let me play at Tottenham Marshes as long as I get my football club back.
What do you mean get it back? What are you talking about? We don't own it. It's not your football club. It's you do not own... Matt, listen to me. No, Matt, honestly. Right. No, I tell you now, mate, right? This absolute BS that fans come out with, people like you thinking we're going to get them out. How's that going to work? Explain to me how Levy... Go on, explain how that works. When you rock up one day... Scott, sorry, Dan. Come on, mate. I've had enough. Get out. How's that going to work?
So Cundy, what was COVID like?
What?
What was COVID like? Through COVID, what was it like playing without fans?
No. You've misunderstood me. How are you going to get him out? What are you going to do?
You're gonna do what Arsenal done.
What?
The fans, when Arsenal were announcing over the mic, we got 60,000 in the ground.
Yeah.
There was only 40 in there.
Right.
That's what you need to do.
No. Right. What are you gonna do?
Not go.
Well, you're saying you're not going to go.
I mean,
how many?
Matt, have you got kids? Matt, have you got kids?
Of course I have.
Who do they support?
Oh, I don't even want to say.
Who do they support?
It's painful. They support Spurs.
Right, so you're part of the problem, right? If you really want to change things, you should have made them Chelsea fans. Matt. No, Matt.
Honestly, you're a joke.
No, honestly, right, you can't give it the big one.
Jason, back in your day, mate, you didn't even have your whole stadium wasn't even covered back in the day. You got Roman Abramovich come in and you took you to another level. That is what my football club needs.
No, but them days are gone, mate. Don't happen. Look at Newcastle. Look at Newcastle.
No, don't talk to me about Newcastle. They haven't got nothing in place. We've got everything in place. But the owner, his rear end squeaks as he walks. He brings in Solanke. That's cheap. That's a cheap footballer. You got Song there as your captain. You got Maddison there as your captain. But I tell you what, why is it Romero comes out and says what he says, and obviously Mr. Levy is going to find him 2 weeks' wages.
Yeah, well.
What else do you want?
Look, Matt, your kids are Spurs fans. You're part of the problem.
Listen,
Matty, don't listen to Cundy. He's just winding you up.
Jamie, listen, mate, right? Listen.
Go on.
Romero come out, and you know what? And I don't think much of him, but he come out and he told the Spurs fans, this is the problem. So did Conte. Why don't these fans act on it? I don't get it. I'm baffled by it. Why is it? Why is it that the media don't come out and...
I know, but Daniel Levy's not playing right wing, is he?
No, he's not.
Do you know what I mean? Daniel Levy's not playing centre half when Romero goes on a runabout and you can't find him and they get in and score.
Where would you start?
So it's very easy for Romero, Matt, to come out and say, it's someone else's fault when he's been the worst centre half we've had this season.
Jamie, who brought in that Timo Werner? He can't walk straight, let alone run straight. Who brought him in?
Where would you start Levy? If you had to play him, where would you start him?
Feels like
where would you play him, Matt Levy?
Shall I tell you?
Yeah,
shall I tell you?
He's got to start. He's got to start.
Shall I tell you where I'll start Daniel Levy?
Go on.
He's got to go. He's poor, isn't it? Daniel Levy feels like a left back. Feels like a solid left back. What do you reckon?
He's a left back. Gets beaten quite a lot.
Yeah, do you reckon?
Yeah, I think you have a bit of joy.
Get a bit of joy out of Levy.
I think Neto might have him on toast.
Off the bench, maybe?
No, I think he starts, but
the culprit that time, Jason Cundy.
I think he starts, but I think after about half an hour, the centre half alongside him, he's going, I need help here.
Can you understand what I'm saying, right? And I don't want Spurs fans to think that I'm not part of, I want to see the club do well, because I really do. Yeah. But it does annoy me a little bit when people come on and it's all about Daniel Levy. And I get that. He ain't produced on the pitch with managers and players. Some of them ain't been good enough. I do. I really do. I get it. But I tell you what, it's really hard to get behind something when you're turning up and the infrastructure at the football club is unbelievable.
It's amazing, right? And then you turn up there, and you see Beyonce, right? And you're thinking...
I'm talking to the wrong person, though.
You're thinking...
This is not the conversation I need to be having.
You got Beyonce there, mate.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.